Cupcake, it's me. Today is April 1st, 2023, and thanks for hanging with me. If you haven't done so already, please hit like and subscribe, then head over to podcast.hellocupcakeitsme.com to check out the podcast and join over there. We have a rapidly building community, and you can listen to the podcast anywhere that you get your favorite podcasts simply by searching Hello Cupcake It's Me, a podcast. And then heading on over to hellocupcakeitsme.com to go give the blog some love. And yeah. So, sorry about Wednesday, guys. My Down and Dirty video was literally the very last little bit of energy I had to do anything. I ended up passing out for like 3.5 hours afterwards. I have just been so worn out and exhausted, and I just woke up, so I'm sorry. I'm gonna be a little bit yawning, like just yawny throughout this whole video. And I know that's kind of unprofessional, but you know, whatever. So yeah, I just been feeling really kind of tired and ran down, and not sickly, just tired. And so the last couple of days I've been able to get some pretty decent sleep, but for the most part I'm really tired still. And this is like the first weekend in the last 2 weeks that I haven't had much, if anything, to do. So I'm taking it extremely casual this weekend. About the only thing that I have planned for this weekend, and that's kind of a maybe type of situation, is Sunday my sister and her boyfriend are going to a gun range, and I am gonna go along with them if they do end up going. And so my sister just got her first gun. My sister's boyfriend has several handguns, and I have my shotgun, so we're just going to go out and squeeze off a few rounds, and possibly invite my niece to come along with us, because she wants to learn how to shoot and get herself a gun eventually, and all that other fun stuff too. So yeah, you know, we're going to be a family of gun owners. And I know that guns and all that other stuff right now is an extremely polarized topic. You have people out there screaming, "Oh, we need to do away with guns, and we need to do away with this, that, and the other thing, and blah, 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 blah." And then you have the other side that's like, "Shut the hell up, leave guns alone, whatever." I'm the shut the hell up and leave guns alone person. You know, it is a tragedy that somebody went out and caused another mass shooting. But it is the sole action of that individual that needs to be demonized, not the tools used to commit the atrocities. And people just don't understand that. Like, no, we need to have stricter gun laws, and we need to have magazines that only have X number of bullets in it, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, it doesn't matter if you only make it so magazines have 5 bullets in it. If somebody is trained well enough or has practice with that particular gun, they can drop out a magazine and load in a new magazine in several seconds. Like, I think this fastest reload on file is like 3.2 seconds. Guy bam, 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 hits the release, slams a new cartridge in, bam, 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 release, cartridge, bam, 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 bam. And a lot of the people who are like bitching and belly aching about the gun control issue are people who don't really know anything about guns. That Like, oh, we need to have a decreased magazine size. That doesn't mean a damn bit of anything. Oh, semi-automatics need to be removed. Means nothing. Any gun can be modified to have a short trigger pull where you could go brrr and shoot off like 100,000 rounds in a second. You know, I'm highly over exaggerating that, but you know, anyways, is it tragic that a bunch of people lost their lives? Yes, but we need to have systems in place to help broken people. We are at an all-time unprecedented like part of our life where we have a lot of people suffering with depression, a lot of people suffering with being bipolar, a lot of people suffering from bullying, from lack of access, from not having enough, from working too much, not working enough, payment discrepancies, housing discrepancies, people facing homelessness. You know, there's just so much going on that there's no help for people. And if you tell somebody, oh, I'm going to go talk to a therapist or whatever, it's all, ah ha ha, you're crazy. Or people think that you're weak, or you assume that you're weak for needing help, which is not the case. Ask for help. That is the bravest fucking thing you can do, is to ask for help or seek out help if you are feeling a certain sort of way. You're not any less of a person. You're not any less of a man. You're not any less of a woman. Do so. You don't have to tell your friends and your family that you are seeking out therapy, but do so for yourself. We also need access to mental health that does not require a fucking doctor's referral and does not require you to be insured. Yes, I know that the mental health providers need to be able to get paid for the services rendered or whatever. That is something internal. Let them figure that shit out. Have a system in place where people can come in and be seen, and like a special code that they put into the computer gives them billable time or whatever. You know, there's got to be something. We have to have a system in place to help people and to have more compassion than what we have been, because this latest shooting was 100% personal, and it was more than likely a bullying from the faculty and the people therein, because this young woman was trans, going to a private religious institution and whatever. And I'm sorry, if I know that the Bible says, you know, what it says about homosexuality and so on and so forth, but just because it's a religious institution should not keep it from the laws that govern everyone else outside of those doors. Like, there should be a separation of church and the state, of course, but those faculty members should not be allowed to say and do what they do to the children. Like, yeah, it's a Christian school. Yes, it's a religious school. Yes, it's a whatever school. But, you know, that's like saying, well, I said what I said on Facebook, and because I did so from my personal account inside of the church congregation, nothing could be done to me. Like, you know, apples and oranges. Like, Just stop bullying LGBTQ people. Simple as that. You don't like the idea of someone being gay? Awesome, cool, shut the fuck up, keep it to yourself. You don't want to be in a gay relationship? Don't be in a gay relationship. If you are worried about men looking at you the way that you look at women, that is 100% your issue. Stop looking at women that way. Like, 9 times out of 10, gay men are not looking at you, and if they are judging you, not that they want to get in bed with you. If you are a super good looking guy, gay men are probably ogling you like you ogle a super good looking woman. But if you don't like that kind of energy being redirected at you, don't direct it at women. And don't think that lesbians are only lesbians because they haven't had the right dick, like yours has any magical power to, like, sway a woman. Like, no, just stop. We are going, we're in the year 2023. These stupid prejudice, adequated ideas, and obsolete ways of doing things need to stop. And, quit blaming the tools. Blame the user of said tools. And someone's like, well, you would think differently if one of your family members was shot and killed. I said, actually, no, we didn't. What do you mean we didn't? And I said, just that. My aunt shot and killed my cousin, who is only, like, we're the same age. She shot and killed him when he was 25. And I'm like, we didn't blame the gun. We blamed her. But even then, we really didn't blame her because of how unstable and unhealthy and how toxic her relationship with her son was. And how was, because my aunt has since passed. And everyone's like, well, even with all of her mental health issues, you think she should have had a gun? Damn right. I believe everyone should be afforded the ability to have a gun because all gun owners are responsible until they're not. And she was not even the registered gun owner. The gun was handed to her by the registered owner in a moment of her being upset and angry and the whole family feuding and fighting and thinking that it was one of the children's toys, like, aimed it at her son and pulled the trigger, not realizing, one, that it was loaded, and two, that it was not a toy. So we blamed the dude who handed the gun to her, and we blamed her for the actions that she took. And so, it's tragic. My cousin would have been 42 this year. But there it is. My sister and I, we were talking about it the other day. If somebody shot and killed her daughter, we wouldn't blame the gun, we would blame the shooter. And I 100% would blame the shooter. I wouldn't go after an inanimate object that, if just sat there, does nothing but rust. So yeah, that's who we need to go after. We need to go after the user, the person who picks it up with the intent to do harm, with the intent to commit a crime. All you're going to do by removing guns or whatever is create criminals of otherwise law-abiding citizens, because we are never not going to have private citizens owning firearms, look at the countries that have that. Look at countries where they have had a disarmed populace and the atrocities wrought upon that populace. And that's all I'm going to say. So, um, anyways, that aside, I went to the doctor the other day because I've been having a lot of pain in my elbow, like right here, just rubbing my fingers over it hurts. And come to find out, it is tennis elbow, and it's 100% from swimming in the water and using the water weights and all that other stuff. So the last 3 or 4 days, I haven't used water weights, and I've been taking a gargantuan amount of ibuprofen and aspirin just to kind of get that swelling down. And the doctor gave me some exercises to do, of which I have not done any of them yet, and I know I'm a freaking loser in that regard, but I need to look those over and really start to get my arm working again. And I thought that this arm was going to start getting kind of sore, and I was like, no, I'm not going to go around having two arms that I can't freaking use or whatever. So I've been doing a lot of workout and a lot of strenuous workouts. I've just been careful on like tweaking my back and causing further injuries to my shoulders and to my elbow. But yeah, I got myself my smartwatch finally. It is the Samsung Watch 4 Classic, and I got this little red band thing to go around it to protect it, and I love it so far. It talks to me while I'm in the pool. It tells me how many laps I've done, what my current heart rate is. Just gives me all kinds of bodily statistics. I do a full body EKG and body mapping right before going into the water, and about an hour after getting out of the water, I redo everything. And like, this thing tells you how many how many pounds of water you have in you. The other day, I had 146 pounds of water in my body. I was like, ew. Like, okay, so maybe I'm not just fat, I'm just like full of water. I don't know. But yeah, it's been really nice having everything kind of broke down, and then it also monitors my sleep and tells me how well I've slept, how many minutes I've been in REM or deep sleep, how many minutes I've been awake, what my oxygen level was like throughout the night, how many times I snored. It actually has a snore detection. You can turn that on and off. A lot of really great features, and I'm feeling very happy that I have it right now. They're still on sale for $168 at Walmart, or at least that's what they go for the Walmarts around here. And I have 4 Walmarts in my area, and they're all selling for that price. So yeah, I did kind of screw myself over in getting it though, because my finances are extremely tight right now, tighter than what they normally would be. But I feel like this is something that I needed and that is justified in purchasing, and so yeah, it'll work itself out. But anyways, been working on my book a little bit more, and I'm now up to, I believe, 67 days of content. So I still have 300 and what would that be? Just over 300 days of content that I gotta write. So hopefully I will be able to have it done sometime next year, because I don't write on the weekends, and I only write when I'm feeling good and positive and all that other stuff. But anyways, yeah, I might open it up for some proofreading, though I'm not 100%. And if I do, there's going to be some DNRs and, or not DNRs, NDAs. There's going to be some non-disclosure agreements that need to be signed, and a few other things that I'm going to need people to sign if they do look it over for me. But yeah, I'm having a really good time writing it, and it's very like therapeutic for me, and it helps me because what I've been doing is I've been rereading my book, and it's like, oh yeah, this is something I can make a whole topic out of by reading like 3 or 4 different entries, and maybe not covering anything specific with the ideas that I'm getting in those entries. So yeah, I have a file on my phone that I type everything into, then I upload it to my book and put it into the book, and I still need to go through and reformat the book and like actually put it together. Right now, like I said, I'm just working on getting the 365 information in there, and then all the accoutrements and bells and whistles and whatever else will come later. But anyways, for now, that's what's going on. I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go so you can continue your day. But thank you so much for watching my videos. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, put them in the comment section down below. Check out all the different places that you can follow me. Head on over to the podcast at podcast.hellocupcakeitsme.com and the blog hellocupcakeitsme.com, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye guys.